A few years ago, a man named Daniel posted a photo online. Nothing controversial, just a normal picture, smiling and standing with his dog. Within hours, the comments started. At first, it was harmless, nice dog, cute picture. Then someone noticed something small, a logo on his shirt, and that's when everything changed. One comment turned into 10, 10 comments turned into hundreds. Strangers began digging through his profile, taking screenshots, twisting context, and within 24 hours, Daniel wasn't just a guy with a dog anymore. He was a target. People called him disgusting, dangerous, some even told him to disappear. And here's the part that matters. None of those people knew him, and most of them would never say those things to his face. So what changed? Because this isn't just Daniel's story. It's everywhere. Every comment section, every viral post, every platform. Ordinary people turning into something else entirely the moment they go online. And the scary part, it's not just other people. It's all of us. Now let me show you something else. A teacher, respected, patient, calm, the kind of person students trust. But at night, that same teacher logs onto a forum, different username, no photo. And suddenly, they're arguing, mocking, tearing people apart. Not violently, but confidently, almost effortlessly, like it's natural. Two completely different personalities, same person. Psychologists noticed this pattern long before social media exploded. People weren't just behaving differently online, they were behaving freer, less restrained, less filtered, as if something had been removed. They called it the online disinhibition effect. But that name doesn't fully capture how powerful it is, because this isn't just about saying mean things, it's about what happens when the systems that control human behavior quietly disappear. Now, let's imagine Daniel again. Now imagine those same people confronting him in real life, standing in front of him, looking him in his eyes. Would they say the same things? Probably not, because in real life, something is always present. The human signal. Eye contact, facial expressions, tone of voice. These aren't just details, they are biological triggers. Your brain uses them to measure impact, to predict consequences, to regulate behavior. Now remove them. A teenager sits in their room, scrolling, they see a post, they disagree, they type a comment, they delete it, they rewrite it, they make it sharper, more aggressive, then they hit send. Nothing happens, no reaction, no interruption, just silence. So they do it again and again until eventually it stops feeling like talking to a person and starts feeling like playing a game. Now back to the teacher. Why do they act differently online? Because online, they're not a teacher. They're not accountable. They're not even fully themselves. They're just a username. And that creates distance, a psychological gap between identity and action. That gap is where behavior changes. A comment gets posted, it's harsh, maybe even cruel. In real life, that moment would trigger something. A reaction, a pause, a correction. Online, nothing. No immediate feedback, no visual damage, so the brain doesn't register it the same way. And without consequences, limits fade. Now, imagine hundreds of people like that in one place. One person starts attacking, another joins, then another, and soon it becomes normal, expected, even rewarded. And the few people who might disagree, they stay quiet because now the environment feels hostile. This is how digital mobs form, not instantly, but inevitably. Now, Daniel logs off. Days later, the noise dies down. The people who attacked him, they move on. Back to their lives, back to being normal, friendly, polite, helpful, as if nothing happened, because to them, it didn't feel real. So, what does that say about us? That kindness depends on visibility, that empathy requires eye contact, or that beneath the surface, we're all more flexible than we think. The internet didn't create monsters, it revealed something quieter, something easier to ignore, that human behavior is shaped by what's around it. Remove the right things, and almost anyone can change. The question is, would you?
Every secret's just a sentence you were scared to say out loud. Every question you keep burying keeps clawing through the ground.